Hello there, yeah, I just thought I'd show some music I've been playing over the last few days. Oh yeah, in the background here, this is fantastic. This is Miroslav Vitous, Infinite Search. What a fantastic album this is. Miroslav Vitous is a Czechoslovakian bass player. This album features Joe Henderson. We've got I'm looking at Herbie Hancock. I've been playing Herbie Hancock's CD as well. This is a fantastic. This is Headhunters. Herbie Hancock's on here. We've got Jack DeJohnette on drums and others as well. So the lineup is fantastic. It's quite experimental, I think. Got that type of fusion type sound, but John McLaughlin as well, I meant to mention as well, he plays on here, so you get my drift in terms of the quality of the musicianship. Just show that one. This is fantastic. This is one of my all-time favourites, Herbie Hancock. We've got just sort of standing album. On the subject of CDs, and I was going through my CD collection. I'm still in the middle of trying to sort it all out anyway. I've yet to get any shelving, but or any sort of unit to store them, so they're still all over the place, but they're in some sort of order now. And I briefly showed this one. This is Stephen Wilson, The Raven That Refused to Sing, and Other Stories. It's produced by Stephen Wilson and Alan Parsons, of course, Alan Parsons of the Alan Parsons Project, and Alan Parsons that produced some of Pink Floyd's work as well. This is fantastic, and this was one of my favourite albums released during that year. I think it was just 2013, I think. But it sounds fun. It's very progressive. It's got that the very sort of clever melodies. The actual album itself is based on stories of the supernatural. There are 6 tracks on this, some quite long tracks, and yeah, I love that structure that these songs are created with, and a very, very, very good album. I played this band, which is one of my favourite bands of that era. At the time, we're talking like late 70s, early 80s. This is a band called Magazine. Frontman was Howard Devoto, who was formerly the lead singer of the Buzzcocks. And when he left the Buzzcocks, formed this band, and we're going into then the post-punk era, but this is, I think, takes it a level, to an extra level really, in terms of it's a little bit more progressive, I think. It's very clever, it's very well played, the melodies really sort of capture my attention straight away. I really enjoy the bass playing of Barry Adamson on these albums as well. He's got that fretless bass, but he's got that particular sound, which is, and I've yet to find out how he created that sound, whether it's use of some sort of chorus or flanger or whatever, but it certainly really dances through the songs and catches my attention and it's a very easy to follow bass line which cuts nicely through the mix. But I love this album. This is Secondhand Daylight. That is the correct use of soap by Magazine. They did other albums as well, and they reformed in recent years as well for a short while, and that is Magic, Murder and the Weather. Of the 3 albums that I have, these 2 I prefer, but yeah, very exciting band to listen to. I really enjoy listening to these albums. Something else I haven't played this for a long time is Pink Floyd, Atom Heart Mother. That very sort of instantly recognizable album cover there. This isn't nowhere near my favorite Pink Floyd album. I went through that stage like a lot of people do, where they buy Pink Floyd albums, and you know, when I was a lot younger, I was playing Pink Floyd a lot, and I really grew to appreciate their albums and their oh wow, some classic albums, like obviously Dark Side of the Moon, Meddle, we've got Animals, then later on like The Division Bell, Momentary Lapse of Reason. This is from 1970, so this goes way back. This is I think Syd Barrett departed from the band in 1968, so this was 2 years later. I'm just curious really as to what was going through the band's sort of minds in terms of ideas at the time, and I think this is what this was about. This was about getting some ideas together, working on them in the studio and producing an album. I think they were still trying to find their way, find their sound, and to come up with some kind of sort of direction then. And certainly, I mean, this is an interesting piece, but for me, it's not an essential piece to start listening to Pink Floyd. I'd certainly go to one of the more later albums, but a nice album to have in my sort of collection then. There we are. So just a quick video just to show some music, what I've been listening to, and yeah, thanks again for watching. Bye bye.